Sup gamers, it's me GinePik and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you guys a super efficient creeper farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether it's a mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch or PC. This creeper farm gives you up to 1,246 gunpowder per hour. That is 19 stacks of gunpowder per hour. If you'd love to know the mechanics of the farm, this is how it works. We have a dedicated platform for the creepers to spawn on there. They fall down 20 blocks down, and we're using Trident killer, which is made by Navynexus, so make sure to go check out his channel. Link to his channel is down in the description below. And we are using a looting 3 sword in our main ad to get the extra drops. When the creepers spawn, they will spawn on this platform. As you can see, this also mechanics of how to prevent spiders from spawning and also how to create creeper spawning is done by Navynexus as well, so make sure to go check out his channel. This farm is also compatible for 1.18. As you can see, we're using tinted glass, meaning we can get light level 0, and also in 1.18 mobs need light level 0 in order to spawn. So if you're building this farm in 1.17, this will also work in 1.18 as well. As you can see, all the creepers spawn over here. This trapdoor is to prevent 2 tall mobs from spawning. That's just skeletons, zombies, and also for some reason it also prevents baby zombies from spawning as well. And the spiders is to prevent spiders from spawning, and all the creepers are able to spawn because creepers are not too tall, making them spawn, as you can see. And also to make sure they fall down, we're using coral fans because mobs see coral fans as a full block or a solid block to pacify, and when they walk off, they'll fall on directly and they get pushed into the water stream over here, and all the water stream is funneled to this 2x2 right through the Trident killer. And also all the column directions of the farm has these 2 block gap and coral fans. As you can see, all the color directions of the edges. The reason why we're placing coral fan outside for all the rares is to make sure that whenever creeper spawns, they can also pathfind outside rather than only to this holes over here. The reason why we need to place 2 coral fans is to make sure that they are reliable. When you're using only 1 coral fans or trapdoors, for example previously, they will pathfind but they will not fall down. So if you don't know what I meant by, I'm gonna spawn a creeper right over here. And this is a platform that I'm going to walk off. I'm just going to spawn in a cat because they are scared. As you can see, the creeper just doesn't fall off. So if you're using a design where in the edge of the platform there are only trapdoors or coral reef, they will not fall down. As you can see, they are unable to fall down. They will just stay over here. And easy fix for this is just to place a block over there and on this node. And as you can see, they fall off successfully. So if using another design of creeper farm where there's only 1 trapdoor or coral fans like this, they will not walk off. And also here's an example. I know this is not a reliable test, but this is to make sure that we force the creeper to fall down or pathfind rather than randomly making sure they pathfind. So I'm going to spawn another one over here. As you can see, they will not. Even if I place a block over here, as you can see, it falls down. It just takes time for them to pathfind, but as you can see, it works. Even if you place a block over here, that will work. But if it's 1 hollow, then they are unable. No, it doesn't even mean it's 1 hollow. If there's nothing for them to pathfind, then they will not walk off. This design fixes that issue. As you can see, there is a platform for them to walk off as well. And also over here, it's not only dedicated 1 hollow spot, there's 2 waste option. If you want to know the rates of the farm, this is the rates of the farm. This is the average amount you're going to get. It is 1,246 gunpowder per hour. That is 19 stacks. That is the average amount for you guys. And also I did 8 several tests, and as you can see, this is the first test. I was able to get 1,343 gunpowder per hour. That is 20 stacks in total, and that is this much. This is the second test. As you can see, 1,417, a huge amount. 22 stacks, which is the best amount so far. You are able to get 22 stacks, but the average amount is 19 stacks. This is the third test. As you can see, 1,174. That is 18 stacks. As you can see the difference between mobs have RNG drop rate. It's not every single time they're gonna drop the consistent amount. It's gonna be RNG every single time. As you can see, this is 18 stacks. That is third test. The fourth test is also 18 stacks, 1,198. As you can see, this is the fifth test. As you can see, 1,236. That is 19 stacks. Sixth test is 18 stacks. As you can see, this is 18 stacks. Seventh test also 18, and last but not least, the 8th test is 19. So the amount you're going to get on average is up to 19 stacks, but there's also possibilities for getting 20 or 22 stacks as well. If you love to test this farm before you build it in survival worlds, a world download is provided down in the description below. It is a direct link to Mediafire, and also materials list is provided down down in the description below for your convenience, and let's get right into the tutorial. Now for this farm, go ahead and first mark yourself a chunk. The reason why we need to build this farm inside of a chunk is to make sure that the Trident killers be consistent and don't break when they're in between chunk borders. So make sure to go ahead and mark yourself a 16 by 16 chunk. There are several ways to find yourself a chunk. You can go and use chunk base, or you can use texture pack that reveal chunk. Go ahead and find yourself a chunk. And also make sure not to build this farm on top of the ocean. Reason why is to make sure that the drowns and aquatic mobs don't hit the rates. Once you're done marking in the chunk, now we need to tower up 64 blocks up. If you're on simulations of 4, go ahead and tower up 64 blocks up. Make sure there are no hill type any areas around you. Make sure it's a flat or somewhat flat area, so no mobs spawn on the hills and only on the creeper farm. And also if you're playing in simulations of 6 and higher, make sure that it is 194 blocks up. Keep in mind, in Ram's simulations is changing in the future, so make sure go check out the pinned comment down below so you can go ahead and build to the dedicated simulation distance. I'm going to be towering up 194 blocks up just so to be safe. Once you're done towering up to your dedication location, now go ahead and place solid blocks like this. Make sure to mark the center as well. Go ahead and mark solid blocks like this all the way around. Once you're done, now go ahead, make sure that you are facing north. The reason why is to make sure that we take advantage of the mob spawning. If you don't know how Bedrock Edition mob spawn, they spawn on the northwest corner. Meaning if they decide to spawn on this block, they spawn on the northwest corner right over here in between 4 blocks. So make sure that you are facing north so you can take advantage of the mob spawning. Once done, now go ahead and place 2 salt blocks over here. This will be your standing position. And now we're building the Trident killer for this farm. Now for a Trident killer, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your pistons. Place pistons like this. Make sure pistons over here. Make sure piston head is facing this direction. Place the piston here, here, as well as here. Once done, go ahead and grab your solid block. Place solid blocks over here. The solid blocks are to make sure that the creepers don't glitch out. So make sure to place solid blocks like this. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure all the pistons are facing the correct direction. Once done, go ahead and temporarily mine these 2 blocks over here. Go ahead and add a layer of solid blocks surrounding all the way around. Make sure that it is solid blocks. Once done, now go ahead and mine these 2 blocks over here as well. Same over here as well as here. Now once done, now go ahead and grab your observer. Place the observer over here. Make sure the observer's face is looking like this, and the red dot on the solid block is really important that the solid block should be there beneath the piston. Once done, go ahead and grab your dropper. Make sure the dropper is over here. Now place the observer over here. Make sure the observer is looking to the dropper and the red dot on the solid block, and place a repeater over here. Make sure to click the repeater 1 time. Make sure the repeater is facing towards that direction. Make sure the repeater is on 2 tick. Make sure the observer is looking over here, and do the same over here. Make sure the repeater is facing this direction. 2 ticks delay. Observer looking at the repeater, and same goes for here as well. Repeater on 2 tick, and that will clog up the system. Now all you have to do is go ahead and place your solid blocks over here. Go ahead and grab place the solid block over here as well. So make sure that you don't fall off. Place a lever over here. Flick it on, and that will turn off the Trident killer. Now next time if you turn off the lever, that will turn on the Trident killer. As you can see, it will be in sequence. Once you're done checking, you can go ahead and turn it on, and that will turn off the Trident killer. Once you're done building in the Trident killer, now we're building the storage for this farm. Now the storage is completely up to you. Everyone loves to build the storage their own. This is just for the farm itself. Now all you have to do is go ahead and temporarily mine blocks over here. Go and place temporary blocks like this. Go and place in your double chest. You're going to expand this downwards as much as you want. I'm going to be placing 2 double chests over here now. I'll go ahead and place hoppers facing into the double chest. Make sure the hoppers are facing into the double chest. Once done, go and grab your walls. Place 2 walls like this diagonally. Once done, go and place a regular rail like this. This is going to be temporary. Place in your hopper minecart. Push in the hopper minecart now. Now go ahead and break the rail, and the rail will be inside of the chest. Now go ahead and push in the hopper minecart. Make sure the hopper minecart is pushed inwards to the walls, and once done, that will be the storage system for this farm. You can go ahead and mine in temporary blocks if there's any nearby, and you can go ahead and expand this downwards or connect this to item sorter. That's all up to you. This will be the storage for the farm. Once you're done building the storage, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab the glass blocks. Place 2 glass over here. This glass block is to make sure that the experience phase through and you're able to collect them as well. Now once done, now we need to tower 20 blocks up. Now count the piston as block number 1, the glass block as number 2, that will be 3 over here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now go ahead and do the same to all the other areas. Once done, it should look something like this. Now go ahead and grab your slab, place slabs over here. These slabs are to make sure the mobs don't spawn once you are building the farm itself. And go ahead and grab your torch, place a torch over here, or you can go ahead and place torch inside as well, so the mobs don't spawn inside as well as outside this platform when you are building the structure. Once you're done, now go ahead and grab your saw block. Now we need to bridge in 8 blocks in all cardinal direction. Now go ahead and count this as block number 1, be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go ahead and do the same to other areas as well. This will be block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once done, all you gotta do is now go ahead and connect these two edges together with solid blocks, and go ahead and fill this whole area with solid blocks as well, and go ahead and do the same to all the other areas. Once you're done extending, it should look something like this. Now go ahead and grab your solid block. Now we need to extend 7 blocks in the north as well as east direction. Now we need to tower this 1 block above as well. Now make sure that you bridge 7 blocks on the north as well as east direction. If you don't know where north is always up, it will always face up, and east is on the right side. This is the east direction. So make sure that you tower 7 blocks in the north as well as east, and in the west and south direction it should be 6 blocks. So in the north, I'm facing north direction right now, so I'm going to be placing a temporary block over here, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the east direction, I'm going to be doing the same as well. Temporary block followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now go ahead and do the same what you did over there. Connect the edges, fill that whole area with solid block. And on the south as well as west direction, all you gotta do is go ahead and place a temporary block followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the same over here as well. On the west side, go ahead and place a temporary block followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know what to do, fill this whole area with solid blocks, connect the edges. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have bridged everything correctly. Once done, now go ahead and grab your solid block, place a temporary block over here. Now go ahead and wrap this whole area with solid block. Make sure to wrap this whole area with solid block, skipping the corners. Go ahead and do this all the way around. Once you're done placing in the borders, now we're placing the water. Now all you gotta do is go to a corner, place 2 solid blocks over here now. Go ahead and place a temporary block over here. Go ahead and create an infinite water source. Grab the water, place the water over here. Now once done, now go ahead and skip this source over here. Make sure you skip these 2 blocks over here. It's really important that you skip these 2 blocks. Then go ahead and place your water. Then you can go ahead and skip, and this will start a form source, and you can go ahead and place water all the way. Now make your way to the end over here with water sources, and go ahead and do the same as well. Place 2 solid blocks over here, temporary block over here, followed by your source. Mine the block, and what skip you did over there, go ahead and implement the same over here as well. Go ahead and skip this, make sure to place water over here, make sure they are all flowing and not sideways, and go to do the same, and go to do the same to all the other areas. Make sure all the water is flowing and not become source. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure all the water is flowing and not source. If it becomes source, then getting rid of the water will be difficult. Now make your way to this 2x2 over here. Go ahead and grab your core fence. Place 2 core fence over here, so when the creepers fall down, they can go ahead and fall down reliably and not become inconsistent and fight the current. So make sure to place 2 core fence in these 2 locations. Now go ahead and grab your map. Make sure that you are facing north. It's really important that you're facing north right now. Now we need to tower up from this core fan over here. Make sure that you're facing north. And also make sure to tower up from this core fan right over here. It's really important, or else you're going to be building it incorrectly. So make sure that you tower from this core fan. It will be 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. That will be the first spawning layer. Now you can go ahead and mine these temporary blocks. Make sure that you have done towering from the correct position. Make sure that you're facing north, and also from this core fan. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your solid block, wrap this whole area with solid blocks right now, and go ahead and mine the center over here. And as you can see, that will be in line with the Trident killer tube. And once done, now you need to expand this 6 blocks in each corner direction. All you gotta do is expand this. That will be 1, and this will be 2 over here now. This will be 3, 4, this will be 5, and last but not least, this will be 6. And if you go ahead and check, it will be 1, 2, 3. There will be 3 blocks gap in between over here, and you need to make sure that it is 3 block gap. Go and expand this bridging in each column direction. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have expanded 6 blocks in each column direction. Also make sure at the end there is 3 blocks gap. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have created a waffle pattern like this, and also make sure there is 3 blocks gap between the edge as well as the center of the platform. Now all you have to do is now go ahead and grab your buttons, place buttons like this. Go ahead and place a button over here, a button over here. Go ahead and skip and place button like this all the way. Go ahead and place button like this. Make sure to place the buttons all the way till the end, and go ahead and do this all the way there as well. Make sure that you have placed the buttons correctly like this as well, same all the way. And go ahead and grab your coral fans, place coral fans over here on the edges all the way. Make sure not to miss any spots, and go ahead and place coral fans inside over here as well. Make sure to place 1 coral fan, make sure it's coral fans, and go ahead and do this all the way till you reach the end. Make sure not to skip any spots. Make sure to place coral fan. Also make sure not to skip any spots while placing buttons as well. This is really important. If you don't do this correctly, then you will see spiders spawning in the farm, and that will reduce the rate. So make sure to do the button placement, and also make sure to place coral fans so the creepers can fall down and don't get stuck in between. So make sure to do this all the way till the end correctly. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have done the button placement as well as the coral fan placement correctly all the way. Now all I have to do is now we need to create another layer in order to place the trapdoors. Now go ahead and do the same what you did. Go ahead and place the same platform. Now make sure there is 2 blocks gap, and the third will be the solid block, the second layer. Go ahead and do the same waffle pattern. Now go ahead and do the same placement for coral fans as well as button for the second placement as well. Now I'm in creative mode, so I can just go ahead and use a structure block right now. All I have to do is just type in this, and bam, my second platform is done. Go ahead and do the same what you did as well. Now in order for the trapdoor placement, all I have to do is go ahead and get trapdoor. Now make your way in over here. It might be difficult. All you have to do is now go ahead and place trapdoor, but there's no buttons or anything. Now there's no buttons or anything over here. I'm going to be a trapdoor over here, and that should be the first placement. Now go ahead and place trapdoor wherever there's no button. Just plain solid block like this. Go ahead and place trapdoors all the way. It might be difficult, but make sure that you place trapdoors only on top of the block where there's nothing, no buttons and nothing obstructing. Make sure to do this all the way, and also make sure to check that you have done correctly as well. You do not want zombies or any other two-tone mob to spawn and ruin the rates. Go ahead and do the same to all the other areas. Make sure to recheck if you have done it correctly as well. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have done all the trapdoor placement correctly. It's really important that it is correct and not incorrect. Make sure to recheck, and also make sure that you have not missed any spots. Now once done, now you need to do this 5 more times. Now this will be the first one. Now go ahead and total by 2. Third will be solid block. You know what to do. Make sure that you have in total 6 layers. That should be 6 layers in total with the same button, coral reef as well as trapdoor placement. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have done all the 6 platforms built correctly with the button, coral reef as well as trapdoor placement. Once done, now go ahead and grab your tinted glass, make your way to the top, and now start putting tinted glass on top of the roof. The reason why we're placing tinted glass is to make sure that we get surface spawns. Now go ahead and place tinted glass on top, only on the platform. Make sure to place tinted glass all the way. It will be expensive, but we need surface spawns, so make sure to place tinted glass all the way till the end of the platform. Once you're done placing in the tinted glass, now go ahead and grab the tinted glass, or you can also use solid blocks as well. For this area, go ahead and place 2 solid blocks like this and wrap this all the way around, even the corners as well, with tinted or solid blocks. If you're using solid blocks, make sure to place slabs on top so no mobs spawn, and go ahead and wrap this way all the way around, including corners with solid blocks or tinted glass. If you're using solid blocks, make sure the slabs on top so no mobs spawn over there. The reason why we're wrapping this whole area with solid blocks is to make sure that light level is low enough, or 0 if you're building 1.18, for creepers to spawn. Make sure to wrap this whole area with solid or tinted blocks. If you're using solid block, make sure the top layer is covered with slab. And also go ahead and do the same to the edges as well, like this, with solid or tinted block all the way around. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure to place tinted or solid blocks if you're using solid block. Make sure there are slabs on top on the top platform, and it should look something like this. It will be dark enough for the creepers to spawn. Now go ahead and make your way inside of the farm. Now go ahead and break anything if you're breaking. Now go ahead and grab your coral fans. Now like I said in the start, you need to have another platform area in order for the creepers to spawn. This one coral fan will not make the creeper fall down like I showed in the beginning. So make sure to place coral fan all the way wherever the other coral fan is. So make sure to place this all the way, and also on the top as well. Go ahead and do this all the way around. Make sure not to miss any spots, and go ahead and place coral fan all the way till the end. Go ahead and do this correctly as well. Once you're done placing in the coral fans on the edges of every single layer, now all you gotta do is go ahead and make way to the bottom over here on the Trident killer. Go ahead and temporarily, if there are creepers, make sure to kill them. And go ahead and temporarily break the glasses. Go ahead and throw only one Trident. You only need one Trident. You don't need any impairing fire because the creepers are taking 20 blocks of fall damage and they become one hit kill. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and place it in the glass over here. Go ahead and flick the lever on, and that will make sure the Trident becomes in position. And when the Trident is set into its position, you can go ahead and turn it off. And that will be your Trident killer done. And that is your creeper farm done. Make sure that you have built everything correctly. Make sure the button placement, core fans, as well as trapdoor placement is done correctly for all layers. Now we're showing you guys how to use this farm. Now all you have to do is go to your AFK's platform right over here. Now make sure to let the walk spawn and go ahead and turn on your Trident killer. Now go ahead and make sure that you have a looting 3 sword in your main hand. It doesn't matter what sword, make sure it is looting 3 enchantment. Now all you gotta do is make your way over here. As you can see, creepers will spawn, they will take 20 blocks of fall damage. You'll get the experience. Make sure to hold the looting 3 sword so you can get extra drops from the creepers. Now if I go ahead and check the chest right now, as you can see, 5 gunpowder here and 5 away, that is 10 in total. Now you can go ahead and AFK here for as long as you want. You can AFK for 10 hours. You will get a lot of gunpowder, 20 hours, that is all up to you. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever use you have for gunpowder, whether for creating fireworks, or whatever use you have for gunpowder, whether for TNT. Make sure to leave a like and also make sure to share this video to other Minecraft players. That will really mean a lot to me. And also, make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, there's some more farms coming. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Till then, adios.